Brother.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
My question is regarding insurance. Actually, some say the insurance is allowed, some say it's not allowed. Now, I work in a company where by default we get insured, myself, my family, the spouse, etc. And part of the salary is taken in as a premium. So we don't have an option. Now, in case there is a medical requirement, can I avail the benefits of insurance for myself and my family?
Brother asked two parts of the question. First part, that medical insurance, is it allowed or not? Or is insurance haram or halal? And secondly, since this company has forced him into a policy of insurance from his salary, so can he avail of the benefits? As far as the first question is concerned regarding is insurance allowed or not, per se insurance is not haram. It is mubah, it's optional, it's halal, insurance per se. But because most of the insurance, they involve interest or riba, that's why it becomes haram. So business per se is halal, allowed. But if the business deals with alcohol, it becomes haram. If the business deals with riba, it becomes haram. So similarly, insurance per se is not haram. But because most of the insurance is based on riba, it's connected with interest, therefore it's haram. There are many Islamic insurance companies which I know, in Oman, in Dubai, many. There are many which I'm aware of. So if it's based on the Islamic Sharia guidelines, insurance per se is allowed. But in India also, most of them which I know of, they deal with riba, therefore it becomes haram. Now as far as in your case, you're working in a company, and they say that you have to take out a medical insurance, and they cut from your salary, and then can you avail the benefits? See, there are many things which are rules of a company, which you have an option to avail or not, and some places you don't have option. As far as medical insurance is concerned, if the company cuts, I feel if you go and approach the management and say, I don't mind insurance, but because it is haram in our community, please don't cut my salary. First thing you have to check up with the medical insurance that a company has involved in, is it haram or halal? Most of them are haram, so you can request them that see to it that you choose a company which is halal. See, one thing is the life insurance. In life insurance, what happens is that whatever premium you pay, there are some clauses to it, maybe 10 years, life insurance. So you keep on paying a fixed amount of premium every month. And if the policy matures after 10 years, if you don't die, you get the same amount back. But if you die in between, you may get double. If an accident, you may get more. So it depends upon the policy. So this surely what money you give, it comes back to it is surely interest based. Most of the others also interest based. In a medical insurance, you pay amount whether you get sick or not. If you don't get sick, you don't get the amount back. So depending on what the policy is and what is the basis of it to give you money back, because if they're giving you money for treatment, they have to acquire from somewhere else. If there's Islamic pooling where you say that everyone gives 1,000 rupees, and if there are hundreds of thousands of people, and if one person gets sick, you give that money, so that becomes halal. But most of the insurance companies don't work like that. They take your money and they invest and they keep it in a bank and they get interest out of it. So if the money that's taken from you, the premium taken from you, if it is invested in a business which is not haram, then the policy is halal. But most of the insurance company, they keep it in a bank for safety and they take interest which becomes haram. So which medical company has your company taken the insurance off? You have to check up. Most are haram, I know that. I can't say 100%. And if it's a haram, it's falling in the haram category, surely you can go and speak to the management and say that, see, I know that it is for my benefit, that if I give a medical insurance claim, my money is being cut maybe a few hundred rupees, but any problem. So you can give in writing that please don't cut my medical insurance claim, and if any medical expenses, I will bear from my own salary. So if you give in writing, I doubt whether any company will object. Now that's the difference, is that people don't go and speak to the management that way. So there's no rule of the government that the company should take medical claim from you. It is the policy of the company. And if you're able to convince to the company, say this is my religion, it is haram, no Muslim may have come and told them that. So you explain to them, majority I think, inshallah, most of them will agree with the demand. And there are many such cases which I have guided people in other aspects like offering salah. You go and request, why won't they accept it? But speak in a good way. That if you are taking a few minutes for salah, say, I will work extra for that. See to it that the work is not disturbed. See to it that you get better output. So if performance is good, the company will not mind acceding to your request. But generally, taking an insurance policy of anything which involves the riba is not allowed in Islam. Hope that answers the question. Walaikum assalam.
What are the life insurance policies and other policies are permissible to Islam?
So that's the question, that is life insurance or other policies, Mediclaim, etc., are they allowed in Islam, and what is the ruling? As far as life insurance or Mediclaim, etc., per se life insurance is not haram, it's permitted. Because the beloved Prophet said, trust in God but tie a camel. But since today, most of the life insurance policies, they involve riba. They involve interest, therefore it becomes haram. But if the life insurance policy is based on Islamic guidelines, there are many life insurance policies in Pakistan, in Oman, in Dubai, which are based on Islamic Sharia. The money that you give in a normal general life insurance, when the premium you give, they take your money and they keep it on interest. And if something goes wrong, they look after you from the interest money, which is haram. In the Islamic system, they take your money and they invest it in an Islamic business based on Islamic Sharia. So if anything goes wrong, you get sick, whatever the money they give you, it is from this halal income. So life insurance per se is not haram, mediclaim per se is not haram, but if it deals with riba, which most of them deal with riba, it's haram. If it deals with Islamic system based on Sharia, it's perfectly allowed. Hope that answers the question.
Is insurance allowed in Islam, especially life insurance? If not, is there any other alternative or any Islamic solution to it?
Sister posed the question that is life insurance allowed? Is insurance allowed? Especially life insurance. And if it's not allowed, is there any other alternative or is there any other solution? The concept of insurance is a very old concept. The people of the community, they put in the money, and the money is utilized at the 11th hour. Maybe you have an accident, and case of emergency, that pooled money is utilized. It's a very good concept. But coming to life insurance, is it allowed? According to a fatwa given by Maulana Muhammad Abu Dhar of Egypt, he said that insurance on cars for its repairs is lawful, though in itself it is unlawful. The insurance on the cars for its repairs is lawful, though in itself it is unlawful. Overall, it's allowed. As a system, insurance, the way it operates is unlawful, but for cars and repairs, it's allowed. But life insurance, in which you give a monthly installment, and if any mishap takes place, you get your full amount or double the amount. And at the end, if you survive, you get your full amount along with profit. This is nothing but riba. So in short, any investment, whether it be life insurance or car insurance or property insurance, if it involves riba, it is haram. Any investment which deals riba, it's haram. Today that we have today, the Life Insurance Corporation, as far as my knowledge goes, the major of the investment is in fixed money market. That is, the interest based. So whatever money, suppose you got a policy of about 1 lakh for about 10 years. So each year you keep on paying 1 lakh rupees. Each year. So each month you pay an installment for 1,000 rupees. And if you die of an accident in between, even though you have paid only 2 months installment, you get double the amount. You get 20 lakh rupees. If you die a natural death, you get the full amount before maturity. But if you survive for 10 years without dying, you get your full 10 lakh rupees along with profit. Now where do they get this profit from? The major investment of the Life Insurance Corporation here is in fixed money market, which is riba based, interest based, is haram. If you know of any institute which gives insurance which is not based on money market but based on shares, equity, it's allowed. Recently, a few days ago, I came across a firm called the Golden Bond, which operates in London, in England. There, you invest an amount. The minimum amount that you have to invest there is £2,500. That's about 1.25 lakh rupees. And after you invest that amount, they take that money and invest it in shares and equity, which is allowed in Islam. Shares and equity. They don't invest in fixed money market. And they say that they will give you a return of approximately 7.5%. Approximately. And they give an additional facility that in case if you die, you get an extra bonus. So these sort of investment, which does not deal with riba, it's allowed. But the present life insurance, as far as my knowledge goes, it deals mainly in fixed money market, which is not allowed. It is haram. Insurance not dealing in fixed money market, not dealing with riba, it's allowed. If you're dealing with riba, it's haram. This is in short. Regarding, is there any alternative? Is there any Islamic solution? Can you have a life insurance company based only on the Sharia? Like how you have the Islamic banking based on Sharia? Can you have a life insurance company based only on Sharia? Yes, why not? You can have. And a very good solution was given by Mufti Muhammad Shafi of Karachi, Darul Ulm, of Pakistan. He said that we can surely have a life insurance system based on the Islamic Sharia. He says that how you give monthly premium, monthly installment life insurance, you also in the Islamic life insurance, you keep on paying a monthly a certain amount. That amount which you give as monthly installment is invested in the Mudaribah system. Now whatever profit that you get from the money invested, a particular share, say 1/4 or 1/3 of the profit, you keep it separately as waqf. The initial amount is invested in the Mudaribah system. Whatever profit you have, 1/3 or 1/4, keep it separately as waqf. Now if suppose any of the shareholders, any people who are involved with life insurance company which is Islamically based, if they have some problem like accident, you can give them medical aid from that waqf. And you can keep a fixed limit that if certain fracture takes place, you will give a certain amount. If that takes place an accident, you give a certain amount. If that takes place a disease, you give a certain amount. You can lay down the condition. Islam gives you permission that you're allowed to utilize your own waqf money, since it's part of your profit, which is pooled. But there can be loopholes. In the modern system of life insurance company that you have to pay monthly installment. And if you stop paying the monthly installment, all your previous money is gone. It is null and void. They do not give a single pie back. If you stop paying the monthly installment, the premium, all your previous money that were put in the life insurance corporation, it is forfeited. Islam does not allow you to forfeit anyone else's money. But if you don't have this rule, people will invest in the life insurance company according to Sharia. Say if it's for 5 or 6 years, they may stop paying after 5 months or 6 months. So you can make a format that anyone who invests, the scheme should be for approximately 5 years or 7 years or 10 years. If you stop paying anytime in between, you will only get your capital sum after 5 years, after 10 years. Keep a fixed period. You start paying today. After 5 months, you stop paying. You will not get your money back immediately. You will only get after 5 years, after 10 years, whichever has been laid out on the Sharia board of that company. And secondly, if you stop paying before reaching half the time stipulated, say the insurance policy is for 5 years or 10 years, if it's for 5 years, if you stop paying before 2.5 years, then all the profit of your money which you paid for 1 year or 2 years is forfeited. But the capital sum you will get back after 5 years, after 10 years. But if you stop paying after half the time, you will get the profit. So it is also very much viable. It's possible to run a life insurance company based on the Islamic Sharia. I hope that answers the question.